Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm going to be solving Wordle number 1189 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for September 20th, 2024. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1189. I'm going to start with the word hours. Alright, got the O and S yellow, so these two letters go somewhere else in this word. I'm thinking that it's very likely to start with a double consonant involving S. ST, SL, SP, SN, SM, SC, etc. Or SW even. So I'm gonna try something like stone. I guess E placed last is also quite common. Okay, indeed. So S goes first, and then something O, something E. It could be scope. Or smoke. Let's try scope first. Never mind, then let's try smoke. Damn, it really is smoke. Okay, so yeah, I got a 50-50 wrong, but it's alright, because I feel like I've got very, very lucky recently. Like, for the past week. For the past 7 days, I've only got one Wordle result, that is 5 attempts, and I've been getting a lot of 3 guesses attempts recently. So yeah, 3 guess results. Like it's just it. I guessed Wordle in 3 tries so many times in the past week. So yeah, I'm very happy with the performance overall. I'll definitely take that. And it was indeed a double consonant involving S, a vowel in the middle, which was O in this case, and then E placed at the last, and a consonant separating the 2 vowels. So yeah, smoke is today's Wordle answer. I guessed it in 4 tries. So this is Wordle number 1189. After I'm done with this, let's move on to New York Times Sudoku. So again, today is September 20th. I'm gonna solve the hard difficulty Sudoku. Alright, I see that these 5s point down to force the digit 5 into this cell in block 7. Okay, these 7s point left. The 7 points up, and the 7 points right. So in block 5, the digit 7 is forced into row 5, and then these 7s point right. This cell sees another 7, so in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. And then these 7s point up to force the digit 7 into this cell in block 3. The 7 points left, and the 7 points up. So in block 1, the digit 7 is forced into column 1, which eliminates 7 from this cell, placing the digit 7 into this cell in block 7. This 4 points left, so in block 7, the digit 4 is forced into column 1, and then these 4s force the digit 4 into one of these 2 cells in block 4. These 9s point right to force the digit 9 into this cell in block 9. We got these 9s pointing up. This cell sees another 9. And I can also mark that these 9s force the digit 9 into one of these 2 cells in block 6. This 9 points up and this 9 points right. So in block 5, the digit 9 is forced into column 5, and then these 9s point up. This cell sees another 9. This 6 points up. So in block 3, the digit 6 is forced into column 9. And then these 6s force the digit 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 6. Okay, yeah, this 6 points left, and this 6 points up. So in block 1, the digit 6 is forced into one of these two cells, and these two cells actually form a 6-7 pair. As you can see, in block 1, the digits 6 and 7 are missing, and these 6 and 7s force both 6 and 7 into one of these two cells only, and they share the same two cells. So in order to fit both 6 and 7 into block 1, they have to go into these two cells because the only combinations are 6-7 or 7-6. No other combinations. So these two cells would have to be reserved for 6 and 7. So this 6-7 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, meaning that the 9 can no longer go into this 6-7 pair. I can force the digit 9 into this cell in block 1. Okay, 9 in this cell is now eliminated. I can force the digit 9 into this cell in block 2. Block 1 is missing, well, apart from 6 and 7, the other missing digits of block 1 are 1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, 8, this cell sees 1, so it's 2, 8. This cell sees 2, so it's 1, 8. And this cell sees 8, so it's 1 or 2 only. Okay, in column 2, the missing digits are 1, 2, and 8. But this cell sees 2 and 8. So this cell is forced to be a 1, which makes this an 8 because 1 is eliminated, which then makes this a 2 and this a 1. Okay. These 2's force the digit 2 into this cell in block 2, and then these 2's point down. These 8's force the digit 8 into one of these two cells in block 2. Okay, this 3 points down to force the digit 3 into one of these two cells in block 4. Okay, I see that in row 6. In row 6, the digit 6 is missing. The digit 6 is missing, so it has to go somewhere. This cell sees 6, and this cell also sees another 6. So in row 6, the digit 6 is forced into one of these two cells. But this cell also sees 6, because it sees the hidden 6. We know that from this 6-7 pair, the 6 is gonna be in one of these two cells. No matter which one 6 goes into, this cell cannot contain a 6, because it sees both of them. This cell sees both of those cells involved in the 6-7 pair. So this cell sees a hidden 6, this cell cannot contain 6, this cell sees 6, this cell sees 6. But I still have to fit 6 somewhere in row 6. So the digit 6 is forced into this cell for this row. After that, I can force the digit 4 into this cell in block 4, and these 4's point right. To force the digit 4 into this cell in block 6, these 4's point up. So these two cells form a 4-6 pair, because in block 3 the digits 4 and 6 are missing, and these two cells see 4 and 6. So 4 and 6 would have to be placed in the other two cells. The only combinations are 4-6 or 6-4. So in order to fit both 6 and 4 into block 3, these two cells would have to be reserved for those two digits, eliminating all other digits from these two cells. This makes the other two open cells in block 3 contain the other missing digits 3 and 5. But this cell sees a 5, so I can place 3 and 5 like this, which also makes this a 3 to complete this row. 2, 3, and 8 are the missing digits of block 4, but this cell sees 2 and 8, so this has to be a 3 leaving a 2-8 pair behind in block 4. Okay, column 3 is also missing 2 and 8. This cell is a 9 to complete this row. Okay, this cell is a 9 because of these 9s. And I could have placed this 9 immediately after I placed this 4. Okay, all 9s are placed. Nice. In column 7, 1 and 8 are the missing digits. Okay, these 3s force the digit 3 into one of these two cells in block 9. These 5s point down. Hmm. Alright, so let's fill out some restricted rows or columns, because I don't really see much going on. In column 8, 2, 3, 6, and 8 are the missing digits. This cell sees 3 and 6, so it can only contain either 2 or 8. This cell sees 6, so it's 2, 3, 8. Row 1 is missing 4, 6, 7, and 8. This cell sees 6 and 7, so it's 4 or 8 only. This cell sees 6, so it's 4, 7, 8. Hmm. I'm a bit confused, honestly. Um, I might be missing something. These 6s force the digit 6 into one of these two cells in block 8. Oh, wait. Am I seeing something? Okay, yeah, I think I am. Alright, so, um, these, okay, 2, 4, and 8 here point down. 2, 4, and 8 here point down. So in block 8, the digits 2 and 4, the digits 2, 4, and 8 are possible to go into these four cells. Okay, let's mark that down. 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8. Okay, so these two cells see this 4, so I can eliminate 4 from these two cells. And then, I've just found out that 6 goes into one of these two cells in block 8. Okay, and then, in block 9, the digit 3 is forced into one of these two cells. So the hidden 3 here with these threes, force the digit 3 into one of these two cells in block 8. And I'm not sure what you call this, a quintuple, or what, I don't know, but it works similar, like a pair, triple, or quad, but it's just 5 cells, you know? These, okay, well, I should say that the digits 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8, these 5 digits can only go into these 5 cells in block 8. So, yeah, these 5 digits can only go into these 5 cells, which make the other two cells 1 and 5. You can also do it the other way, which is just to fill in these cells and prove if it's really true. Okay, so this cell, let's do it again. This cell sees 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this cell can only contain either 1 or 5. Now this cell sees 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So indeed, this cell can only contain 1 or 5 as well. And now in block 8, in block 8, these two open cells can only contain 1 and 5. These two cells can only contain 1 and 5, meaning that they have to be kept into these two cells, because in Sudoku we cannot have any empty cells towards the end. We do not want any empty cells. So if these two cells can only contain the two digits, we have to keep 1 and 5 into these two cells. 1 and 5 must be kept into these two cells in order to avoid empty cells. So the only combinations are 1, 5 or 5, 1. So uh, no other open cells in block 8 can contain 1 or 5 because they are here. They are in these two cells. Okay, so what does that actually do for me? While I'm here, I'm just gonna mark 2, 3... No, actually, yeah, because now these 3 cells cannot contain 1. This cell also sees 1, but 1 is still a missing digit of row 8. But 1 still has to go somewhere in row 8. So 1 is forced into this cell for this row, which leaves a 2, 4, 8 triple in block 7. Okay, and there's another triple of 2, 4, and 8 in row 9. These 3 cells, because they only contain 2, 4, and 8, so they form a triple of 2, 4, and 8, making the other 2 cells a 1, 5 pair. Okay, yeah, in column 6 we have 5 open cells. There's a 1, 5 pair, meaning that the other 3 open cells contain the missing digits, 3, 6, and 7. This cell sees 3 and 6. Yeah, this cell sees 3 and 6, so this cell must be a 7, leaving a 3, 6 pair in the other two cells. And after I place the 7, I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 5. And now that this cell sees 7, I can make this a 6, this a 7, this 6 points back to the right, making this a 4 and this a 6. A 4, 8 pairs left in row 1, and the missing digits of row 2 are 1 and 5. Oh wait, how did I miss this? Okay, I'm sorry. I missed this 2 somehow, so these 2 cells actually cannot contain 2. In block 8, the digit 2 is forced into one of these 2 cells. Um, not sure. I don't think that does anything immediately. Okay, yeah, this cell cannot contain 5 because it sees the hidden 5 from this 1-5 pair. So this cell cannot contain 5. And this 5 points right. But 5 is still a missing digit of block 5. So I have to fit 5 somewhere in block 5. So it can only go into this cell because of these 5s. Right? I can force the digit 5 into this cell, which makes this 1 and this a 5. 1, 3, and 6 are the missing digits of block 5, where these 2 cells see another 1. So 1 is forced into this cell in block 5, making the other 2 cells 3 and 6, but this cell also sees a 6. So it makes this a 3, this a 6, which places the 6 into this cell in block 6. Row 4 is missing 2 and 8, but this cell sees 8, so it's 2, 8, 2, 2 points down, making this cell a 2, which also makes this cell a 2 in block 8, making this cell an 8, this a 4, this an 8, this a 4, which points up makes this an 8 and this a 4 to complete block 2. This is a 6 and 8 to complete columns 4 and 5. This is a 3 to complete this row. 1, 3, and 8 are the missing digits of block 6, but this cell sees 1 and 8. This cell sees 1 and 8, so it must be a 3, making this cell a 2 to complete this column. This cell sees 8, so it has to go into this cell in block 6, and the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hot Sudoku in about 19.5 minutes. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush in real. I can't really do a summary. I haven't got that kind of time. So, what I'm just gonna say is that, yeah, this puzzle is just the right difficulty. I would say that the whole phenomenon going on in block 8 was the most key or tricky part in this Sudoku puzzle. For other pairs of triples, I think they were fine, but it was just this thing in block 8. Especially the 1-5 pair came in really handy, affecting the placement of 1 in block 7 and also helped place some digits in block 5. So this is all I'm gonna say. Um, Hopefully this video helped, but even if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will reply you later because I'm glad to do that. And yeah. Today is September 20th, 2024. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1189 and today's New York Times Hard Sudoku. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye!